morning, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog, another day in a vlog, actually. It's your girl, Missy, here, and it's been a couple days since we've been on the vlog last. A lot has happened with Father's Day and celebrating Akeem, and then I think we took the kids out to, like, Papados. I feel like we vlogged that, but I can't remember, and I know Akeem finished up with the... Okay, and I know Akeem finished up with the... fragrance event and showing you guys what all we got. It's been a minute since I've been on camera, but I'm here now. It is super early in the morning, or early-ish. But I told you guys in the last vlog that we would be having some work done around the house. I just don't know if that footage made it into the vlog. But about over a month ago, we had a meeting with a guy to come in, and he's going to do the work on the fireplace. We were able to check out his work, reasonably priced, so we went ahead and went with him. So I'm excited about getting the fireplace done today, and then we have someone coming out tomorrow to do some work in the theater, which I believe we will vlog that. But I feel like that should be a part of a different vlog because we're going to start that process and then we have some other things to do to get that process finished. So that'll most likely be in a completely separate vlog from this one. But we're going to get this work done and then we're going to stain it ourselves. He's just going to do like the raw wood work and then we're going to stain it ourselves. And then we've been meeting with someone to do lawn work, some work in our yard. The guy that does our lights does our neighbor's lights as well as our Christmas lights, and then he does her lawn. So we're going to switch over from our lawn guy to her lawn guy, and then he's going to do some yard work here also. But I'm waiting back for a quote because I was kind of going back and forth between the different color bricks. She has white brick in front of her house lining her flower bed and her trees. Because we have more of a modern elevation for our home, I was thinking of doing like a darker gray brick, like the ones that we have on our pavers. I'll show y'all a little later. And I felt like that would be a better contrast for what we're going for with the house. So just trying to get an idea of which way to go. If we go with the gray brick, it is going to be a little bit more. I think he said $600-700 difference in the cost, but I'm going to have to see what it looks like overall because my main goal is just like, will it still give me the same feel of the house if we do the traditional brick versus the traditional white versus the gray? And then so he's gonna do that in the front yard, and then he's gonna come and do the backyard. Uno's out there, so I don't feel like taking him out there because he'll bark and act a fool. Because he's out there right now because the guy is here in the garage preparing the wood because they're gonna make it in the garage and then bring it in and put it up. But then he's gonna come line like all of that back there with bricks. You can kind of see my neighbors. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, you can see it a little bit, but how she has the brick right there, pretty much we're gonna have flowing back here. The only thing is we want to put a gate to the trails back there. So I think for now, putting brick back there wouldn't affect it because we probably wouldn't put the gate back there until they get ready to put the pool in. And so then they'll probably just move the pavement, obviously create a way. And it's just nothing more than just cutting the fence and then just putting some bolts in there. So that's the overall plan for the backyard as far as like landscaping. And then once we get more information as far as like the pool layout and everything, then obviously we'll come back and update you guys with that. We're both in and not in a rush to get the pool done. Obviously, we're in a rush to get the pool done because it's hot as hell here in Texas. And we want, obviously, to have that in our own backyard, our own accessibility, especially since our community pool closes at 9. And so sometimes you want to go for a late night swim because the sun is just beaming on you. But we're not in a huge of a rush because, as y'all know, that just adds to the monthly, payments. That's just a whole another bill that we got to look forward to. And don't nobody want to pay bills. So just trying to figure out like the best finance way to go about it. I think I told y'all, but we're trying to figure out if we want to go ahead and pay partial cash, partial finance, or full cash for it. So that's a conversation for Akeem. That's not really my lane for that. The pool. How you want to finance the pool? Yeah, that's not my cross to bear. And then, but like I said, we've been taking our time as far as researching different projects and getting our budgets together, and then just going from there. We realized we haven't done a lot of home projects around the house. If I'm being honest, like I said before, it's just like it's both a priority and not a huge priority for us because we know we're going to be here for a while. So just making sure we're getting done what we want to get done, and so yeah, so that's what we're doing today. I don't want to ramble on too long. So the plans for the fireplace is to have two floating shelves on each side, and then we're going to do floating shelves on up. Then we're going to take this artwork and we're going to raise it up to the highest shelf, which I think is going to stop about right here. So then the artwork will probably go about right here, I think, and then we'll have like two art light um, sconces or whatever it is, just art lights above those, and then we're gonna fill the rest of the two shelves and the cabinets with like more decor, hopefully like some pictures and stuff. But we have it to the point where they'll come like 10 inches out, and they'll be about 4 inches wide, and we're trying to decide between 2 feet in between each one or 3.5 feet between each one. Right now, if we do 2 feet, it'll take it to, I believe, kind of just lining it up right here. But obviously if we take it to like 3 feet, it'll probably make the artwork about right here. I don't know, because this is the ceiling is 19 feet, and we don't want too much space, but I don't know if we want to fill up the entire wall. I don't want it to look super crowded, so that's the plans for now. Like I said, they're gonna do it. It's gonna be raw when they finish, and then we're gonna go in and stain it later. But we want to make sure we get like all of that stuff up off the ground. Over here, the art, not the artwork, the cabinets are gonna be a little kind of like custom made because it's gonna have to come out to block that wall, just because that wall right there isn't as deep. Um, like right here we have like freestanding, so it doesn't matter how deep it is. But right here we have the window, because again, when we built this house, we moved the fireplace over here, and usually when you move the fireplace over here, you don't get this window, but we were allotted an extra window because we moved our fireplace. We believe it was a mistake because they don't normally do that. And so it actually worked out in our favor because normally these two windows are smaller according to the floor plan, but because they made that mistake, we got all 6 windows the same size. So these weren't as small. And then usually it's like a huge gap in between here, and that's where the other light switch goes. So that's why we have those empty light switches that we don't have anything connected to. But that's okay. We figured once we get these wired in, because I don't want to deal with like batteries and remotes. Once we get these wired in, then we can probably get them connected to one of those light switches. Because the plan is to be honest with you, the plan is not to have anything that's not hardwired into the house. Just because we don't want to deal with remotes and trying to figure them out, and then sometimes not even having these lights on because they're on a remote and different things like that. So that is the plan. Divided over here. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, now the shelves. You want all the way the 3 shelves, or you want to look, for example, one shelf, the wall, or maybe through the wall, or one over here. How you want to look? Oh, straight up. All straight. It's gonna be shelf, shelf, and on the very third shelf, this artwork is gonna sit on that, and it's gonna be a light on top. Okay. And the other thing I want to talk to you about, I don't know if you need to do anything specific for the cabinet, because I have outlets on both sides. I want to put LED lights underneath since it's floating. Under this one? Yes, but I know I can just tape it and just plug it. Okay, I'm gonna make the space so you can round it. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, so this is the first cabinet that they brought in. Like I said, they're making it outside, and then they're just bringing them in and putting them on the wall. And then we did go with the floating shelf option, so we're gonna do some LED lights under here.
That's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little vibe.
Are you using mine?
And it's definitely gonna change the look. No, we're not gonna use yours. It's definitely gonna change the look of the living room. So I'm glad we went with the custom option versus buying shelving and putting it in.
I don't look at that. What I thought it was gonna be.
What?
I was worried about the view from this side.
Uh-oh. Yeah. It's not even noon yet.
It's barely 10 o'clock. Wait till later.
It's because they don't have Wi-Fi.
I thought it's barely 10 o'clock.
So they just cut off the Wi-Fi so they can bring in the other cabinet. And Akeem literally pulled all the Wi-Fi off the wall with no warning to anybody. Because I was in the middle of checking out on something on my computer. So I was like, we need to vacuum over here. I was like, oh, these kids about to be pissed.
Why?
And then Zuri came out the room immediately, stomping her little platypus feet, mad because the Wi-Fi is off. What are you doing?
No.
I don't think it's going to take long at all. They got here about 9. Probably started working about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So it's 10:48 now. Ash, go grab a dustpan. So Akeem is hooking the dinner.
I got my plumber out.
Oh, okay. Akeem was hooking the dinner back up. Which you guys know, this is our current setup for our overhead speakers in the kitchen. We just don't have the office game room speakers put in yet, but y'all know we bought those already. They've been in the office for a while. But anyway, what I want to show y'all was this area right here. We just weren't sure how far out it would go, but it's actually not bad if y'all can see it. Oh, I didn't even know he cut that. Okay, so they cut this right here, and then okay. I was about to say, man, they made it fit, but I just realized they did cut it.
They cut the windows to the trim.
Which I'm okay with. Like,
It's just trim, it ain't nothing.
yeah, I know. But yeah, so that's the second one that went in. And then they're going to put the cabinets on, and then they're going to do the floating shelves. So, working in no time. Like I told you, they're outside in the garage driveway. Working. In the front yard area, so. So yeah. And then some other projects that we talked about getting done was having someone come in and redo this. So we actually talked to my neighbor. She had a guy who came in and did hers. It's a mess in here. Y'all know that we've been talking about reorganizing it for the longest. But the reason why we did not put out a video yet is because I wanted to get it done first before we buy all the things that we think we may need to get it reorganized. And then no longer need those things, because I was laying in bed a while ago and I had like this vision, if you will. I had this vision of actually putting cabinets, opening cabinets on the other side. Now ours open inward because we have the light switch. You know, once you close it, the light goes off. So ours open this way, so we have to be careful with how we do it. But I wanted to put cabinets and shelves to hold our appliances. So cabinets up top, maybe like have this side just open with no cabinets. Then over here cabinets, here cabinets. And then I wanted to put cabinets up here and add shelving down here, because eventually we're not even going to use a mud bench for anything. And then because it's the kids' drop spot for their coats and stuff, like when they get to middle school, we just have them take it to their rooms. Right now, so only Austin and Zuri pretty much use this as a drop zone. And it's just always scattered with shoes and stuff. So eventually I want to get that taken care of. And the office was another thing that we talked about, him doing work in, and then now the closet. So obviously these projects aren't going to all be done within the next 30 days or anything like that. So we're just taking our time. And once we figure out how we want to configure the closet, then we'll go from there. So this is the current update, starting with the floating shelves, getting those put in. Like I said, the third shelf should end about right here. And then we're going to put the artwork above it, and then some art lights, and then we should still have that little space up there. Akeem was thinking go all the way up, fill up the entire wall, but I don't think we need to do all of that.
What's going on?
You wanted to do what?
Building.
Yeah, he wanted them to go like take up most of the wall, but I don't think it needs to take up most of the wall.
Good idea.
Where have you been, Austin? Because I just came down here. You live down here.
Yeah, I live.
All right, welcome back, you guys. It is much later than when they left. Actually, they left about 2:30, and it's 5:30 now. So they got here about 9. Probably started about 9:30. and then finished at about 2:30. So here is the review of the cabinets, floating cabinets. I'm sorry, well, floating cabinets and then floating shelves. So we still have to have it stained. And then we still have to have the art lights put up on each side. But yeah, I don't know if y'all can get like the full gist of it because of the camera. But this is a full space for now. I still want to get a bigger tree. That one is just there for now, but I definitely want a taller tree to go over in that area. I'm thinking about putting a table behind the couch just to separate the couch and the kitchen. But as far as this space, the only other thing that I kind of really want to do in here, I did want to get a black living room table, but I'm thinking I'll probably just leaving it as is. If not, this table will go upstairs. But we're going to get a drink table to put over here between these two seats. And then we do have some stuff that we had picked up like over the last couple of years for this area. And then we got like the our LV book as well as my fashion book that I'm either gonna keep out here or put in my office when we get that done. But overall, I really, really like it. I can't wait to stain it. We are either going to find someone to paint and stain it, depending on the cost, or if we're gonna stain it, I feel like that's something we can do ourselves. You just gotta make sure we know how to stain it evenly. But oh, that's only one side. We just gotta figure out where we want to put the shelves on here at. So we just got the I don't know what y'all call them, like the little stubs or whatever. I don't know how to open this outside from at the bottom, but this is essentially how it look. He put one in and then just put the other shelves on the inside. They're soft close, so that's cool. And obviously the same thing on the other side. And there's like the little brackets back there. I have no idea. You got your computer at the start of the school year.
So July or August?
August. And then we have our speaker. I don't know what y'all call that thing, but the transmitter and then our Wi-Fi stuff in here for now. So yeah, and this is pretty much what they did with the corner. I do like that they rounded off the corners, or they're not as harsh corners. We don't really do much over here anyway, but it's on the other side also. And there's like a 2-foot gap in between each shelf. We gotta take those out from the artwork. But overall, like I'm so super excited to finally get this done. Super, super excited. So we got to pull all the nails out of the wall. Obviously, paint back there. Add our LED lights to the bottom since we got floating shelves, which I think will be like a great ambiance in this area. Because I still want to get bigger end tables because I want to be able to put lamps on each side. But it's coming together. It's coming together. You know, it's only been 3 years since, we moved in and whatnot. But it's coming together. I'm excited. No rush. So that's that update.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, as you already know, we have the new installation of the cabinets and the shelves here in the living room. So, the idea was always, once the guy that came to do the cabinets, he mentioned us to do a floating cabinet so we could put it above the baseboards instead of cutting out the baseboards. And me and Missy both like that. But the whole idea was, once we do that, to do the LED lights. So I went and bought some lights from Target. They're by Govee, the Govee brand. Bought some the other day. And I thought I could cut, because most of the LED strips are like paper. You can cut them. But just looking at these, they don't have the little copper. Let me see if I can show you. But they don't have the little copper strip to cut. And plus they have this, I don't know if you can see, like this thicker, like rubbery, almost plastic over the top. So I ended up doing some research and found out that you cannot actually cut these. But it actually works out because just doing like a little rough sketch, I can trim the perimeter of the cabinet almost all the way around with just these. I think they're 9.5 feet, 9 or 9.5 feet, one of the two. So that part should be relatively easy to do and shouldn't have any worries there because I bought two, one for each cabinet. So now I was just trying to figure out the best way to do it to keep the cords hidden and everything else. So let me show you. Let me turn this around. All right, so let me back up. Oh no, move. Come on, you're in the way. Thank you, sir. So we want to put the LED lights underneath the bottom. And so I'm thinking about on this side, drilling a hole through the bottom where the cord can connect and then just tracing the outline of the cabinet. And then the plug is already back there. Ignore that battleship. That's not staying there. We just put it there for right now. So it's drill a hole. Show you here. So use this spade bit to drill a hole through here and then through this cabinet wall on this side to come through this side to plug in. So let me get this thing to show you. All right. So here's the thought process. I'm gonna walk y'all through it. This thing is long. So this is the controller that comes with it. So with these lights, they're obviously this controller. You turn it on. You can set it to music mode where it will dance to the beat of the music or TV. And you can cycle through the different colors. But you can also do this via the app also. Adhesive on the back. So I'm going to stick this here. Drill a hole through here, through the bottom. So then I can then start to tape this all the way around. And then this is the power source here. So then drill another hole through that wall and sort of come out on this side to connect. So that's the plan to do that. So Zuri says she wanted to help, so I'm going to see if she'll help. I don't know if I'm going to have her drill or try to stick the LED lights. But before I do that, I do want to ask you this question. As far as the cabinets, turn it around again. So as far as the cabinets, we do want a natural wood tone. Like we don't want to paint it all black or anything like that. But what we are debating is we're actually thinking about doing it all the same color as that mantle. Because whatever we do here, we'll restain that if it's a different color. So that mantle isn't always going to be that color if we decide to do this differently, if that makes sense. So option one, which I think is the one we're really leaning towards, is to do the bottom cabinets black, right? And then do the 3 shelves in a stained wood color. Just not sure of which wood. We know we don't want anything dark, like this dark, because I think we've mentioned it before. Missy was folding clothes today, so excuse the mess. But we don't want anything that's dark walnut color. We don't want it that dark. At least I don't think we do, right? I was wondering, you just tuned out. You just.
I was thinking about when you do the wall panels over there, how the two colors may or may not contrast.
But I can do a lighter color there. I don't have to do that color. So, yeah, I did show them. Yeah, I showed y'all the rendering what I want to do with this wall. And in the rendering, it was that same color walnut as this, but still trying to figure out tones between the cabinet and this wall. But anyway, so do you think we should do the bottom cabinets black and then just stain these a warmer medium tone, again, maybe similar to what this mantle is? Or do you think we should do the entire built-ins, the cabinets and the floating shelves, all one color? So pretty much that's the question. Do the bottom black, stain the shelving, or do all one color? I'm gonna see if I can find the inspo that Missy sent me for the colors. Let me see. Hold on. Man, you sent me a lot of reels. Here it is. So something like this. So they have LED lights on the shelves. Not sure if we're gonna do that, but if you could see, the bottom of it is black, and then they have. Let me turn my brightness up so y'all can see. Okay, I'm gonna bring it over there. Hold on, hold on.
Everything all the same color.
So again, they have LED lights, but it's kind of hard to tell. But that's like actually, yeah, that's a black. And then, you know, get what I'm saying? That makes sense. And then, let me see this other one, Missy. So she just showed me this one. Hold on. So this is all
The same color.
the same color. That's tough.
I know, right?
That's tough.
I hate that I just came across it. I think the only
So what y'all think? All one color or black mixed tone, black and stained?
I think the only thing is their floor.
Is
Their flooring is lighter, so it kind of.
well, we got really light floors. You mean they're warmer?
Yeah, warmer. I had the bigger picture. Hold on. That's right here.
Yeah, so it matches their floor. It helps a little bit with their dynamic, but I don't think it matters
I will
too
say
much.
ours isn't sitting on the floor, so it's not much of a contrast.
Yeah. So
But do you see the lighting underneath?
yeah, no, actually I didn't even pay attention. I lied. Just you barely see that. Oh, you talking about underneath the strips, underneath the shelving? Yeah.
Yeah, underneath the
So I thought you were talking about underneath the cabinet. Anyway, let us know in the comments below which one you like. Do you like, again, black cabinet with stained shelving or all one color? Right. Let us know in the comments. And Zuri, you still trying to help? All right, so we're going to get ready to attempt to install this and pick this back up in a second.
Yes, it is.
So, got that. All right, so fast forward, Zuri's supposed to help, but she went to go in her room to change and got on her iPad, so she didn't help. Hold on, got a call coming in. Spam call. But anyway, Zuri was supposed to help, but she didn't. But we got the first cabinet done. Let me show y'all. So I got it set right now with just the purple, so it'll show up at least on camera. Really interested to see how this is going to look at night. So show you the setup. So drill the hole through there and pull the strip through, so you can see the hole. So yeah, pull the strip through and then just remove that adhesive and taped it all the way around the perimeter. And then, like I said before, the electrical part is right there. Drilled another hole in the back so it can plug in there. And then once we know where the height we're gonna set this shelf, because we don't know yet, because we're not sure what we're gonna put in here, then I'll know where to place this, because it's just adhesive on the back. And this is, like I said, adhesive on the back. And then there's a remote to, like I said, change all the modes. So got that one done. Oh, got this one done. And now I'm gonna work on the one over here. So I will show y'all, but it's not much to show. So I'll just show y'all the finished product. So give me a few minutes. I'll be right. All right, y'all. So finally got finished. This, like I said, it took about 3 to 5 minutes to do each one. But here, let me show y'all. So I got them on purple right now. And hold on, let me see if I kill this light. Well, no, it looks pretty good on camera. And like I said, the cool thing about it has the app where, let me pull this up. So yeah, so this is the Govee app, and I can do everything from change the colors. I could change the brightness. So if I want them less intense, they have music mode, where like if I play music, I would show y'all, but it will, YouTube will flag it. But you can put it in music mode and the lights will kind of dance to the music. It's not exactly on beat, but it's kind of like if you were to, like a laser show at a nightclub or something like that. So it just kind of moves somewhat to the beat. And then there's all kind of stuff I haven't even explored yet on here. But yeah, the app is pretty cool. Yes, Zuri.
Why would it flag it?
Because you can't play copyrighted music on YouTube. So, but yeah, the app is pretty cool. There's a lot of things that you can do. Unlike some of the LED lights we've bought in the past, this might be a winner as far as the brand. So I'll link this below in case anyone is interested. But yeah, so I'm gonna pick this back up probably at night to kind of show y'all what it looks like. We may end up shooting at Home Depot. Turn this around because I want to look at some stain and some paint colors, and then figure out dinner as well. So if we're gonna grab something, we'll do that. If I cook, I'll take y'all along for that. If I end up cooking in here on a Blackstone or wherever. But yeah, so really quick install. This overall scene, this living room scene, is coming together again because me and Missy have been picking up the vlog camera at different times. I'm not sure what all she discussed already, but I did talk to my guy, and I'll link his information below as well. That did the theater install. He's doing a couple other things as far as electrician is concerned, but he does a lot more. But did you tell him about the lights up there? Yeah. So he's gonna.
Tell them about how Marcus gonna put it. I guess we're gonna put it on.
Wait a minute.
So we're like I said, the art lights that we want to put up there, we have to find a way to get it hardwired because with the other ones, they're battery operated. You take it down, you charge it up overnight, put it back up. Is good for depending on how often you use it, 6 months or so. But no one's going to be getting up there, and no one meaning me. I'm not going to get all the way up there to take that down and recharge them every so often. So I want to find a way to get it hardwired. Plus, I just don't like all the remotes, and I know. When a lot of people are building their homes, and I think we talked about this years ago in like one of our first videos, we want to get as many things hardwired as possible. That way we can put on a smart switch or we can hit a actual light switch on the wall if necessary. Because what I didn't want is to have 16 different remotes around the house because we could under cabinet lighting. Ours is hardwired. There's nothing wrong with having the battery operated ones that you just stick underneath there. But again, I didn't want to look around and try to chase remotes all around the house. So as many things hardwired as possible is to go. As many things hardwired as possible is the goal, and that's going to be the next thing. So, yeah, coming together slowly but surely. But like I told y'all a while ago, we finally have a clear vision of what we want to do, and now we're executing. So, taking y'all through the journey. Hope y'all are ready. Like I said, more and more projects coming. So, yeah. Dinner time. Are we going to Home Depot? Did you want to go to Home Depot? Did you want to go to Home Depot?
Can I come?
So go to Home Depot. Look at some stain colors and food. So see y'all in a minute.